It's really hard. It really is. Like the grocery part of it, I'm doing a lot of grocery shopping, and I'm aiming more for like veggies, fruits, and juices, and anything that can not be meatless, dinners and everything. But it's really hard.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
So I am trying to become vegan.
Hey, right on. Excellent.
It's really hard.
Is it?
It's extremely hard, but I've been watching a lot of PETA, so for me to kind of, make it easier.
Yeah.
Even though I hate all the animal cruelty and everything.
Right, right.
What's your setup?
What do you mean?
So everyone should be vegan. Prove me wrong. What you doing?
Just trying to share the truth with people, trying to show them actually how easy it is to make that transition. I mean, in modern civilized society, when we go to the grocery store, it's a simple matter of, instead of grabbing the cruelty product, move our hand this way, and there's in almost every store, especially here in Chico, there's a cruelty-free option right there on the shelf. So whether it's dairy, eggs, there's so many meat, there's so many replacements and alternatives for these things now, and they're no more expensive than the animal agriculture products, that it's so easy to just cut out those animal agriculture products and replace them with nutrient-dense plant foods.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you, for example, are trying to abstain from the meat that's normally on your plate, simply replace it with nutrient-dense foods and nutrient-rich, calorie-rich foods like beans, lentils, legumes, rice, quinoa.
Yeah,
there's so many things. Nice. Right
it's really hard. It really is. Like the grocery part of it, I'm doing a lot of grocery shopping, and I'm aiming more for like veggies, fruits, and juices, and anything that can not be meatless, dinners and everything. But it's really hard.
Okay.
But I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this cruelty-free category.
There's Beyond Meat is really, really good. They have them almost every store. I like going to, they also have the meat replacements like, chicken nugget type things at Rayleigh's.
Cool.
But yeah, Safeway, they have meat alternatives. There's also the Impossible Burger, and you can get the Impossible Burger at Burger King now.
What?
Yeah, and you can get the Beyond Meat Burger at Carl's Jr. Now. You still have to ask them to hold the mayo, but their special sauce is totally vegan.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super, super easy. And of course the cheese, so you ask them to hold the cheese. But so are you just cutting out meat, or are you also going for dairy and eggs?
I'm kind of going for everything, but I'm kind of doing the main things, cutting out the main things, so then it's easier for like the little things.
Yeah.
It's really hard, especially when it comes to me being Mexican and having a lot of Mexican traditional food in my face.
Yeah, every culture around the world has a very heavy tradition of exploiting animals for food. I mean, here in America, we have the highest consumption of animal agriculture products. So Americans actually have the biggest cultural struggles because we've been so heavily indoctrinated. And when other ethnicities and demographics come into America, they find their health problems spike because they're going from eating, Mexican traditions and, Eastern traditions as well. They actually come from eating a majoritively plant-based diet. The farther back you go, the more you find our ancestors were eating plant-based. And it wasn't until Americanized, industrialized kind of Western thinking came into play that we started really exploiting these animals at a mass rate and putting them on our table needlessly several times a day. With every meal, Americans have meat, and it's not necessarily like that in a lot of other cultures. But yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, that was something that I thought would be almost impossible. I thought, oh my gosh, that's so extreme and far-reaching. I don't think I'll ever be able to attain it.
I really want 2020 to be like a year of testing how that goes, and
right on.
I think it's gonna get better for me, health-wise, and hopefully financially as well.
Yeah, the cheapest products in the grocery stores, price per pound, is plant foods. If you go to the produce department, it's way cheaper than any meat, dairy, and egg products. And even if they are, more expensive, if you go to some high-end stores and you're getting highly processed foods in general are going to be slightly more expensive. So like the fake meat replacements and stuff. But even then, they're only more expensive because the animal agriculture industry is heavily subsidized by the government. So there's some corruption going on there, and support from our government to keep this destructive industry going. But it's us, the consumers, that have the power over that. The more people demand a certain product, the more that product becomes widely available and drops in price. So it's just a matter of us continuing to say, hey, I support this cruelty-free product.
Any websites that you recommend?
Yeah, I would take a card. There's great resources on back.
Sweet.
There's the health section that'll probably be helpful to you. I would go to nutritionfacts.org. That kind of walks you through the health benefits of what exact foods you want to be including, what variety of plant-based foods you want to be including in your daily diet. And I would check out vegan22.com. That's a great resource. It's free online, and they'll provide you a totally free mentor that will answer any and all questions that you have. Anytime you want to ask them, hey, how can I, they're going to help you move efficiently and smoothly from your previous lifestyle. Yep, so you can still keep eating the same foods, pizza, pasta, ice cream, just find the vegan versions of those foods.
Awesome, thank you so much for the info.
Of course. Yep, see ya.